Hello, it's good to see you. Today we have some items that I purchased at Goodwill yesterday. I just went in there to look around a little bit. I was dropping some stuff off, and sometimes when I do that, I'll go in and kind of look around. And I wasn't really planning on buying anything, but you know how it is. Sometimes you go in a store and you find just go in there for one or two things or just to browse, and you stumble upon a really good deal. I found some really neat things. They were just putting out a bunch of handbags and one larger bag that were all donated by the same lady. And I didn't buy even half of what they put out. There was an incredible amount of stuff. It was all handbags and one larger bag. But before I get into all that, I want to show you a few other things that I found that I just thought were kind of neat. They're not handbags, but they're cool. Look at this. How cool is that? I have a very specific idea for this, but I'd never seen one of these at Goodwill, so I had to get it. It was $1.99. Still has the sticker on the bottom. So I just thought that was really cool. There's a little tiny chip in the very top I just noticed. Doesn't matter what I'm going to use it for. It's not going to make any difference. So that was one of the things. This was actually one of the first things I picked up. This was before I found the handbags, which they were in the process of putting out right when I was getting ready to leave. And the reason I really stayed to look at all of them, because right as I was about to go pay for my stuff, it started pouring down rain outside, like really just like a torrential downpour. I said, I don't want to go out there, so I'll stay in here and look at all these bags they're putting out. I'm glad I did, because I found some cool ones. I don't know yet what I'm going to do with them. I will never use all these. So I have to figure out what to do with them. But another item I found that I thought was just like a blast from the past. Anyone who lived in the 80s, even I was a kid back when these first came out. You remember kangaroos? The shoes? I had a pair when they came out. I asked for a pair before school started, and my mom got me a pair of kangaroos. I don't remember what color they were. I think they were actually purple. They were the shoe itself was purple, and then the kangaroo and the laces, and where it says kangaroos here, it was pink, I think. Or maybe it was yellow. I don't remember. Anyway, these are nice. They look like they've been worn a little bit, but not a lot. You can see they have the little kangaroo logos on the soles of the shoes there. And of course, I don't want to pull it because it's really loud, but it has this flap here, and it's Velcro. And what you do, you pull it back, and then there is a zipper under here, and you can unzip it. And there's a little hidden compartment in here. I had a spare house key, and I kept a spare house key in one of the pockets. And the other side also has a zippered pocket. The zipper pull is not sticking out here, but it has a little zipper pull, so you have a little hidden pocket in each shoe. But yeah, I had a spare house key. These were $6.99, and on the inside you can kind of see there's a little bit of wear, but the kangaroo is still kind of in there on the insole. They were serious about this pair of shoes. They even put a zip tie on it, on these shoes, I guess to keep anyone from stealing them. Normally they do that with the more expensive items, not a $6.99 pair of shoes. I thought that was kind of weird. If it's a pair of really, really nice shoes, like a $20 pair, like their price is $20, they'll put something like this on it. And I have seen some very, very expensive footwear in that store. I was kind of surprised that they would zip tie kangaroos, but anyway, what size are they? They are a women's size 10, and it says they were made in China, so I know this is not an original vintage pair, because I don't think they were made in China. I think they were made in Taiwan or Korea back in the 80s, or maybe in the United States. I don't remember. I didn't pay attention to stuff like that back then. But it's on the tongue of the shoe. You can see it's yellow and it has kangaroos on it on the outside. And the laces are this really pretty light blue color, which matches the kangaroo and the logo right there. And then on the very back, we have kangaroos again, the little name and the logo. And the sole down here is the same color blue with white underneath that. And the soles are dark gray, just like the shoes. So I just thought that was kind of cool. I haven't seen a pair of kangaroos in, oh my God, 30 years probably. They were really popular when they first came out, and then they just it's like they just disappeared. I didn't see them anymore. I don't know where they went, but they just kind of vanished from existence. But it looks like they're still making them, or they were at some point. I don't know. I just had to show you that. That was just so cool. And one other thing, two other things, and then we'll look at purses. Look at this clock. Isn't this the cutest little clock? It has a glitter face that's blue. There's a battery in it, but I don't think it's working. I'm gonna try putting a new battery in it. The good thing about electronics at Goodwill is that if they don't work, you have 10 days to bring it back as long as you have the receipt and the sticker, the price tag is still attached. This was $3 and has a little doodly bob attached to it. It's a little heart on a metal thing, and I don't think this was supposed to be there. I think somebody added this. And look what it does. I don't know. I just thought it was cute. I bought it as a prop for a video. This was, I picked this up right before the little flask thing there. I had an idea. There's a video I want to do with charity, and I went in there, and one of the things I was looking for was kind of unusual things. I needed a couple of unusual things for her video, and a lot of times I'll go into Goodwill and just see what kind of speaks to me. Like, if I have a certain video in mind, I will go in and like this. I was looking for just a couple of odd things. This is kind of odd. And so I picked this up. It has a silver metal base and a spring in the middle. I don't know, I thought it was cute. I probably won't keep it when I'm done with the video. A lot of this stuff, people ask me, what do you do with all this stuff? Usually if it's a prop for a video, as soon as I'm done with it, I donate it right back to a local charity. I don't keep it. Because if I kept all the things that I used in these videos, my house would be full of stuff, and I can't have that. My house is not that big. So, it's a little spring clock. I've never seen anything like that. And this is also going to be a prop for a video that I didn't even have in mind, but as soon as I saw it, I thought, you need to get that, and I know exactly what you're going to do with it. This is another 80s item. Look at this awesome windbreaker. Is that not just the greatest? It was made by Casual Owl, and usually these types of jackets had these crazy tags like this. It was made in Taiwan, 100% nylon, and the lining is 65% polyester, 35% cotton. And the craziness goes all the way around. This is the back. Now you can see this screaming 80s combination. I still love these two colors together. You have the turquoise up here and the pink down here. And underneath the collar, it's purple. Then you have a stripe of this decorative stuff, and then you go back to the turquoise. And at the very bottom, you have purple again on the back. The front is even more elaborate. You even have yellow on the front down here, along with purple again. Then you have sort of a greenish color, like teal, I guess. I don't know. And purple again. And it even has pockets, which is very nice. The sleeves are purple. So this is the greatest thing ever. I love this thing. Now, I don't think I would wear it out in public, but I have a great idea for a video whenever I can get around to it. I have an idea. I don't know how it will turn out. Lots of my videos, I don't know how they're going to turn out until it's over. Okay, so that's the random stuff. Now we're going to take a look at the bags. The first two I have were not from the ladies' collection, but I saw them and I just really thought they were cool. This one is really interesting. Look at this. Now this one has a woven design to it. Look at that. And you can kind of pull on them. Like you can see that it is truly woven. It's not just made to look that way. It actually is. And it goes all the way around, and you have the little gathers here on the side, like that. Come down here. You see that it just continues. Even the underside is woven. This took quite a bit of time, I imagine. The handles are made of this rope with little wooden pieces here and here, and a loop here that attaches the handles to this metal piece right here, and that attaches it to the bag itself. I don't know what brand that is. I'm not a big purse aficionado. I don't really know a lot of brand names. I just get what I like if I can afford it. Now on the top, we have two zippered compartments. They each have a little zipper pull with the brand's logo on it. I have not opened it, so it may be full of old tissues or whatever. Open the first one. It's not. Let's see. The inside is kind of the same color beige as the outside. The brand, I can't read it. It was made in Italy. I'm sorry. I should have looked this up ahead of time, but that's the brand name. I can't read it. I don't know what that says. I'm not even going to try to guess what that is, but it was made in Italy according to the label. So there's the first compartment. Just open the second one. And the second one does not have a separate pocket in there. It is just one large compartment in there. I do like this bag. It's very neat. You see here it kind of gathers on the inside when you get toward the top. Made out of this really cool material. It almost reminds me of the seat of like a chair you would put out in your backyard. One of those lawn chairs, outdoor chairs. The folding aluminum chair. It kind of reminds me of that. But this is the first bag. Well, no, this is actually the second bag that I picked up and looked at when I was in there. And it's really pretty. I think it would look really nice too if they used some additional colors. But just the beige and the khaki is nice too. It's really cute. This was the first bag I picked up. I think the colors caught my eye. This is a Relic Bag. Look how beautiful that is. This is the front. You see that we have this embroidered. We have a flower with a bit of embroidery right here. It's green. And then we have, this looks like leather. It's probably not. It's probably vinyl. But we have this navy blue bit here. It's like a flower petal. And then we have it over here again. This part looks like it was sewn on. It actually wasn't. It's printed into the material, the fabric. And then around it they have sewn in a layer of darker brown thread. So red, beige, red, beige. And then the dark blue just kind of frames it like that. with the green here and light blue. And then the handles are a lighter beige color. And they are attached to the bag with these silver rings and grommets in the bag material. And there is also stitching, two rows of stitching up at the top. And that goes all the way around. Now, one thing I like about this bag is it has an outside pocket. It has this little pocket on the outside, which that's a requirement for me for a bag, because that's where my house keys always go. So if the kids are looking for the keys that has my key ring, that has my car key, my car fob, and the house keys and everything, they're always in the outside pocket on whatever purse I'm using. I never put them down inside my purse because I never find them that way. It has a nice little zipper pull on it that matches the straps. The interior has this neat little polka dot pattern to it. And here's the little relic name thing there. This purse, and the price is on the bottom, it was $3.99. The other one was also $3.99, the first one I showed you. And to open it, you have this magnetized snap here that you can just pull apart. Now the inside it looks like it's just one giant compartment in there, but we do have some additional compartments that you can use. This one is a smaller zippered compartment right here. It's kind of hard to see. But we have the same polka dot material that is it just continues on the inside of the bag. And we have a large relic name there. There's another compartment that I just found, 2 compartments that are attached to the inside of the bag. Like you could put your cell phone in there, or some pens, or whatever, lipstick, or just little things that you don't want to drop to the very bottom of the bag, because we all know that when it drops to the bottom, you're never going to find it again. I don't know where it goes. It's like that closet and The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. The wardrobe, it's just endless in there. It goes to Narnia, that's where it goes. And then there is a zippered compartment kind of tucked down inside the larger compartment. And it's deceptively large. Like, you open it up. Here's the zipper. You open it up, and it's actually really big. Wow, how did they do that? And when you drop it back down, it just kind of looks small again. That's cool. But we do have, of course, an enormous, vacuous bunch of space in there. I do like this bag very much. I like the colors. It's a canvas, like a canvas material. I like that. I like the bottom of it. One thing I don't like about it, though, and it may be different once you have stuff in it, I am afraid that it's one of those bags that when you set it down, it kind of falls over like that. I like to have bags that have more stiff sides, so that when you set it down, it doesn't fall over so easily. Because every time it falls over, stuff spills out of it, and that annoys me. Because you may find yourself in a place where you can't necessarily hang it up. You have to set it down, and when you do, it just flops over, and I don't like that. I really like the grommets here and this little detail. You have this little part here. The sides are kind of pinched like this with this stuff here. I think that's kind of neat. This bag has a lot of interesting detail to it. I really like the handles. They're just long enough that I could put it over my arm, and it's not like right up in my armpit, which I don't like purses with super short handles. Preferably, it would have adjustable handles where I could make them a little bit longer if I wanted to, but it's really not the end of the world. It's a minor detail, as long as they're long enough for me to put it over my arm. If I'm wearing a coat it may not quite be long enough. But this could be a bag that I might use in the summertime or springtime when I'm not as likely to have on a really thick, heavy coat. But it does look quite festive. I do like it. Not bad for $3.99. Oh, and one more. I know, I'm getting to the other ones. This one is just, oh, it is so cool. This bag is just so neat. Look at this one. Oh, I love these colors. Look at that. I love the dark brown. And then we have two shades of blue. We have sort of a turquoise blue and then almost like a cornflower blue, periwinkle color. And we have these little silver stud things on here, smaller ones here, whole row. And then we have these embroidered designs down below that. And then another row of the silver studs. And then blue. It looks like suede, but I don't think it is. Kind of woven into the bag under that, right there. And then we have larger studs, and in the middle of the flowers, we have a rhinestone in the middle of each one of the flowers. And that goes all the way across the front of the bag. Now the bag doesn't have that, but the bag has some other features I like. Now you go above that, you see another row of the small little studs, and then the embroidered design. It looks like the letter T, kind of. And then we have another row of studs, and then the blue again. And then we have a row of dark brown embroidered diamonds above that. There's just so much detail here. The bag cinches. So we have the little ties here. I'm going to hold those up where we can see above that. Now above that, we have these really pretty beige looking, they must look like stars that are embroidered into the bag. And each one of those has a rhinestone in the middle, just like the blue flowers down here. It's truly gorgeous. We have, beneath that and above it, we have more embroidery in the same colors, almost a golden color. But in between, we have little blue lines in there. And that is above and below these little star shapes. And then again, we have another row of studs. And the blue, it looks like suede, kind of woven into the bag itself. So it's so eye-catching. This bag is just truly gorgeous. I love it. The handle, as you can see, is longer than it was on the Relic Bag, which means I could more likely use this when wearing a coat. It squeaks a little bit. The handle also has the studs on it, going down the middle of the handle, all the way over. You have the studs. Let's look at the underside. This bag was $5.99, so it's a little bit more. It has little feet. Look at that. It has little feet. And stickers. Take this off. I do like the bottom on this better than the Relic Bag because it's a little bigger, which means, and the feet also, that means it will probably stand up better on any surface that you place it on. I really like this. Now you can see, as I said, it cinches up. So it kind of gathers around the top here. And you can cinch it and loosen it up here with this little slider piece that you just grab. And you can pull it down. And that gives you the ability to open the bag up. And then you just slide it back up to tighten it back up to close the top of the bag. I really like this bag. It's so pretty. Now let's look at the back. Some interesting stuff back here. This bag has 2 compartments on the back. Now this one does not have a closure, which is fine. It doesn't have to, but there's plenty of room in there for my keys. So that's perfect. But we also have an added zippered compartment. Oh, by the way, this bag was made by American Bling, as it says on the zipper pull down here. American bling. We have this other compartment, and it goes, like, I can get almost my whole forearm in there. Look at that, goes all the way across. It is lined with a very nice beige canvas. You could put a checkbook in there. You could fit a whole hairbrush in there. You could probably fit your lunch in that thing. It's enormous. You see, it has this gather right here that opens up to make it a little wider, so you could fit a bigger thing in there because of that. That is spectacular. You don't see purses with that very often. I think that's a very unique feature on this bag. Now, it does have the stitching on it, which is a lighter color than the bag itself. Lots of stitching on it. Stitching goes all the way across the top. That's nice. I really, the more I look at this bag, the more I like it. I didn't look at it too much in the store, but I knew I wanted to show it to you. I think I'm actually going to swap out my purse this afternoon and just use this for a little while. I like the one I'm carrying now, but I think I like this one better. Now let's look at the inside. We have not done that yet. Let's see if we like the inside. So you want to look at the inside. You just grab this here. It slides down very easily, like that. And then you can grab the top and pull it and open it up. Ooh, I do like this. Here's the initial look at the inside. Of course, it looks all wrinkled and weird. It has several zippered compartments in here. We have this one to start, which is kind of smaller, but that's okay. I do like a bag with a smaller zippered compartment like this because I like to keep my Sentiment, my C.O. Bigelow's Sentiment lip stuff in there. I've been using it for 20 years. That's really the only kind I ever use. And I also like to keep little things in there, like I always keep an emergency pair of earrings in my bag because some days I leave the house with no earrings and it just feels weird. So at least I have some sort of earrings to put on. I might keep a bobby pin or a hair clip or two in there. Just little things that might be difficult to locate down in there. And it has the American Bling logo on the outside of that small zippered compartment. It's quite shiny. It's very shiny. Very cool. All right. And then we have another. Okay, it has two zippered compartments on the inside. I thought it had three, but it actually has two, which is plenty. So the second zippered compartment is in the middle of the bag. It is bigger. It is a larger zippered compartment. This is probably where I would put my checkbook. But then again, I could put it in the outside pocket. I could go either way with that. This bag is actually a little bit too big for me. I don't really have that much in my purse. People ask me to do a what's in my purse video, but it would be like 5 minutes long because there's really nothing in it. I try not to carry a lot of extra stuff. But so we do have this zippered compartment here. The zipper is very smooth. I don't even really have to hold on to anything to zip it and unzip it. It's very smooth. Then, when you open it up, so then beyond that point, you have the larger compartment. And you also have, is that one or two? There are two smaller compartments on the inside layer, right there. It's kind of little for a cell phone. I mean, maybe if you had one of the thinner, like, you know, back a few years ago when they were not so wide, you might be able to get one of those in here. If I still had my flip phone, it would fit in there perfectly. The inside of the bag has the American Bling. I'll pull the lining out a little bit. It has the American Bling logo all over it. It's a nice fabric. Almost feels like microfiber. It's not 100% cotton. It's probably a poly cotton blend. But it's very nice. Usually with a used bag, you can tell, you know, it might look a little dirty on the inside. This one's not dirty at all. I don't know that this bag was ever even used, or if it was, it wasn't used much at all. So this, I think I'm going to do it. I think I'm going to switch out and start using this one at least for a little while. I have a collection of purses in my attic, and when I want to swap them out, I just go up there and look around. But I think we're going to go with this one for right now. I'm going to cinch it back up. It cinches pretty easily. So, really love this bag for $5.99. Can't beat that. Okay, now we're going to get into the other bags. Now, I don't know if these are real or not. I have no way of knowing. I am not an expert in these matters. I don't really care if they're real. I mean, I don't know. But they all came from, I do know they all came from the same person. And they were putting them all out. They had to bring them out in 3 separate wheelie carts. There were so many that this woman had an entire trunk full that she donated. So I don't know. But here's the first one. This is a Coach bag. It has the little things on it. I like the little label, the little emblem on the front. And it has, you know, of course, the C design to the fabric of the bag. It's kind of a, I'd say it's kind of a gray, and the C's are black. So it has these 2 little tags, and they both say Coach on them. It's a black one and a silver one. Now the handles on this bag are very short. I don't know how I feel about that. Of course, I could just carry it like this, but sometimes I like to be able to sling it over my shoulder if I need both hands free for some reason. That was very important when my children were small, and if I knew I was going to have to carry one of them, I needed to be able to sling my bag over my shoulder. You know, of course, when you have small kids, you need as many free hands as you can get. Because you always need to hold something or somebody. It's, you know, they hang on you like little monkeys. It's exhausting, but it's nice memories. So the handles are kind of squeaky, but they're black, shiny, almost like patent leather. And then you have these silver little rings down here. They're quite thick. These little rings are. And they have one here, here, and then here and here. And then you have this part here that is sewn onto the bag to secure it and anchor it and hold your strap securely in place. So again, you have the fabric pattern continues onto the back here. And it's just plain. This bag does not have a pocket here on the back, but it does have a little bitty pocket on the front. And it's quite deep. Oh, there's a pin in it. It's an Access Family Services pin. Cool. Just clip it right there. So it's very nice. Very, very pretty. So I could get my keys in there. That would work. So let's look at the inside. Now it has a silver zipper on the outside. This bag was $9.90. This one was $9.99. $10. The inside is just plain black. It's gonna be hard to show you anything because it's just blackness, like a black hole in there. There is a zippered compartment on the inside of the bag, which is pretty standard in most purses. You know, that's a nice size pocket there. The zipper goes from here over to here, and you have this large compartment here. There is a tag on the inside that I cannot read. It has a sticker on it for one. Let me remove the sticker. It says Coach, and then it says a bunch of other stuff that I can't read because it's tiny print and I don't have my glasses on. But anyway, it has this, it looks like black patent leather tag sewn onto it there. The material on the inside almost feels like nylon. Doesn't feel like cotton at all. And we do not have another zippered compartment in here. We just have this large open compartment there. And then we have two little pockets here that do not have zippers or other attachments, but they're quite wide. I could easily drop my phone down into either of these pockets. So that's a good thing. I could use this purse. I do wish the straps were a little longer, but it's not bad. Look at the bottom. Now the underside, you see it's very clean. Sometimes with used bags like this, the underside will look dirty just from where it's been set down on surfaces. It has little silver feet right there and little price tags they were going to pull off. Take that off, make it look pretty. So you see that the design, again, is kind of like a trademark design of their bags. You have the big C's that just go in every which direction, all over the fabric. It's very pretty. I do like this bag. I'll probably keep this one. This one I'll probably keep because I can actually see myself using this bag. Some of them I decided I was going to keep them and use them as a prop in the video for charity that I'm going to do, like for the character charity that I'm going to do for her. I'm going to use them for that, and then I'm going to donate them to a local charity for them to sell. So I'm going to do it for charity, and then I'm going to do it for charity. Something like that. So anyway, this one I will probably keep. I do kind of like it. It's a good size. It's not too big. It's not too small. There's a nice little ring here if you wanted to attach something there or here. Nice little long zipper pull as well for the main zipper on the top. So that's the first bag that I have here in my collection. Let's look at the next one. They're all kind of squished down. They've probably been sitting in this lady's closet or something. So here we have this one. This is a Prada bag. And it looks like alligator or something. I'm sure it's not, but it has a tag on it here, but the tag has nothing on it. And again, these may be fake. I have no idea. I don't really know how to tell if a bag is fake or not. So you have the triangular shaped Prada logo right here, like that. And we have a buckle right here. It goes around the bag. You see it attaches on the back, just underneath the part here that anchors the little square piece that holds the handle on the back. And again here, it comes around. You can see it comes around to here. Silver buckle. It's kind of a rectangular shape. It's not terribly tall, but it's wide this way. Has some stitching on it here and there. Let's look at the underside. This bag was $6.99. They put lots of stickers on these bags. I think because sometimes people will peel off a sticker and try to put a cheaper sticker on it. So they put lots of stickers on there to, I guess, try to prevent people from changing the price, which, from what I hear from the people who work there, happens frequently, even with inexpensive items. People will try to put another sticker on it. But these stickers, you see what happens when you pull them apart, when you pull them off? They have perforations, and when you try to pull them off, it kind of messes up the sticker. So you can kind of tell when you pull a sticker off, and then if you go and try to put it on something else, sometimes you can just tell it's been removed and stuck back on. They do that on purpose because they say that a lot of people will do that. They try to change the prices on merchandise, and it just blows my mind. I mean, it's already cheap. You know, come on now. So this one also has little feet. Look at that. Little silver feet. It has, of course, a narrow, it's not very wide. It's not a wide bottom. And you can see how it's creased. It looks like it's probably been sitting on the floor somewhere for a long time, maybe with other stuff on top of it. and now you have this crease. But I find with purses like this, once you start using them, they become kind of pliable, and you can straighten that out, especially once you have a bunch of stuff in it. Or what you can do before you use the bag, you can fill it full of stuff. Like if you have a bunch of plastic bags or any kind of filler, stuff it down in there until it's really full and kind of makes it stand back up, and leave it like that for a few days, or even take a hairdryer and kind of run it over to warm it to kind of help loosen it a little bit. Just a little tip, it might work for some bags. The handle on this one is longer than the Coach bag we just looked at, and there are 2 handles here, you can see. This looks like, the design of this purse just from the outside looks like one my grandmother might have carried to church. Looks like one of her church bags. I don't know why, it just makes me think of her. So we have this long zipper here. It's already unzipped. Let's open it up. It's kind of hard because it's creased. Opening it up is difficult because it's not a very wide bag, and the sides are kind of stiff, which I do like, because that means usually it will stand up a little better. But with this crease here, it's not going to stand up. But on the inside, I'll show you what the lining looks like. It doesn't say Prada, but it has a distinct pattern to it. It has it's like a black nylon, and it has this little, it's kind of hard to see, but it has this lined pattern on it. Kind of see it in the light a little bit, but it's black, so it's kind of hard to see. But it does have 2 pockets. One is kind of big, the other one is smaller. This one might be a good one to put pins in, or lipstick or something small. On the other side, there's just this little piece that just sticks out, but it has nothing on it. So I don't know what that means. This is a large zippered compartment on this side over here. This is really big. And then in the middle, you have a super big, super long zippered compartment that's hard. You can't even really see it because it's so dark in there. But there's a really big, really long zippered compartment. I pulled it out. From looking at the inside of this bag, it's very clean. There's not even any lint or just the stuff that gets in the bottom of your purse. Mine always seems to have crumbs in it. I don't even know where they come from. It's like, why does how do I get little crumbs in my purse? I don't go around eating over it. I don't understand. I blame it on my kids because I don't know how it gets there. But it has none of that. There now, it's a dark fabric, so of course it's not going to show every little thing, but there's really nothing on the inside of this bag. If it was used, it wasn't used much. It says Prada Milano something. I can't. 1913, something 1913. So it's a nice bag. It's really cool. Doesn't really smell like anything. Sometimes when you buy a used bag, they have weird smells. I hate it when they smell like cigarettes. That really irks me because sometimes you don't notice it in the store, but then you get home and you can kind of smell it. I don't know, something about being in the store, you're just bombarded with other smells. It's like thrift store smell, and you don't pick up on the way it smells until you kind of get it out of the store. That's one of the heartbreaks of thrift shopping. But if you do smoke, I guess it won't bother you. Back when I used to smoke, I smoked for 18 years, didn't bother me. I didn't even notice it, but I quit smoking 7 years ago, so I notice it now. In September, it was 7 years. So this is a really cool bag. I'm going to use, this is one of the bags I want to use in my video for charity, but honestly, I probably won't keep it. I have a charity in mind locally that I think I'm going to give all these to because I think they could hopefully sell them and make some money. And that would be good. Now, this one is bigger. Look at this. This bag is really cool. This is another Coach bag. Now it has a metal tag that's clinkety clanking on here. On this large logo, this bag is hard to hold out. We have this large logo here. It's made of metal. It says Coach Leatherware, established 1941. And this has the C's on it like the other bag did, but it also has Coach, established 1941, woven. It's kind of embroidered into the fabric as well. Some of the C's are little. We have these little C's here, and we have this little piece here, just as sort of a reinforcement on the corner of the bag, right there, and on this side as well. This is a floppy bag. You ever had a floppy bag? Like they just don't want to stand up. They just want to slouch. It's like a teenager bag. Hard to get them to stand up straight sometimes. So again, there's the little metal Coach thing there. And it's flopping on that. The handles on this bag are interesting. You see this is a solid, well, it goes all the way around. And then it comes down kind of in a V shape. And it's the same on the front. So you have the opening of the bag and the handle itself have this kind of a V shape. Very cool. Oops. One of the stickers stuck to me. This one was $6.99. I got stickers everywhere. Here's part of one. Let's look at the bottom. They're not stuck on there terribly well, but I'll take them off. This bag also has feet. It has little, look like brass feet. And the same fabric pattern on the bottom. It's not solid. Well, it's a little solid, but not terribly. And you have this leather, like piping on it that goes around the bottom like that. And then it continues on around this way. So it goes up the side of the bag all the way up to the handle. The handles are very nice and squishy, very soft, but solid. I do like them. These are comfortable handles. And with this notched out part here, I think it makes it a little easier to put it on your arm. Because again, it's not right up against your underarm right there. That's actually very comfortable. And I think the softer handles are nice. You know, some bags, especially if your bag is really full of stuff, it feels like the handle is digging into your shoulder. The soft padded part here would make that better, I think. Now let's open this thing. Oh, the zippers are weird. I just noticed. I didn't really look at these closely. Now, one strike against this bag for me is that it does not have an outside compartment at all. No outer little pockets. But the zippers are interesting. You have a zipper here, you see, and the zipper pull has Coach on the little thing there. So you open this like this, and then you come over here and you have another zipper. So it's two separate zippers, and this part, the V shape, has no zipper. So you open it up. This thing is noisy. Wow. So, candy wrapper. These are fresh from the store. I haven't really looked through them. Look at that. It's like Cookie Monster's mouth just coming at you. Wow. You could fit a football team in that thing. It's enormous. Now it does have one zippered compartment on it with another sticker. Now this one looks like it has the same type piece sewn in as the other bag, but it's not that shiny stuff. It says Coach. This is a Coach bag. It was handcrafted in the United States of completely natural gloved hand cowhide. The variations in the grain are characteristic of natural full grain leather. 1941, number 42206. Cool. Look at that. There's a tiny zipper pull. They really love their name. They put it everywhere. They even have Coach on, it's really little, but they have the name Coach on both sides of the zipper pull. They are very proud of their name. It's all over this bag. Like if I pull the lining out, you can see that it's on there too. Coach, Coach, Coach. In case you didn't know what kind of bag it is, they'll tell you 57 times. It's a bit much for me. A bit excessive. So personally, if I were going to keep this bag, I would move this because this clanging against that would get on my nerves. I might move it like over here somewhere, or even put it on the back. There's this brass ring back here that holds the handle, both ends of the handle, and then it attaches here too. I might just put it on this ring or something, or attach it to the handle somewhere. I don't know, but I would not leave it here. That's annoying. So, but it's a really nice bag. I mean, it's very pretty, but it's a little big for me. I probably won't keep it because I don't really like to carry bags that big. So, that one probably will not stay here. I'll have to think about it. All right, the next bag is a bit bigger. This one Charity is going to use. I have a Chanel bag. This one was $6.99. Now we'll admit I do like this. It's a bit bigger than what I normally use. But look at all the stitching all over this bag. I do believe this is real leather. It feels like real leather. And the bag has the same like grid pattern stitching. And more stickers. But it's plain. One strike against it for me is there's no outside pocket. The handles are a little different here from what we've been seeing. Now you see that the handles have two pieces to them instead of just one. So you have basically 4 straps. And they are attached here. And the little silver pieces here even have the Chanel logo on them. Right there. And then it has Chanel on the rectangular, it's like a rectangle with a circle, this metal piece that goes through the grommet that is attached to the bag itself. Right there. Very cool. Now the Chanel logo is here. It's a little messed up in a couple of places, just there. But it's not super noticeable unless you go looking for it. Gosh, look at all these stickers. So the bottom does not have feet. Kind of gotten used to seeing the feet on here. I'm going to remove these stickers. I thought about actually buying a pricing gun and making a video with a pricing gun and the sticker sounds. Applying the stickers. And then removing the stickers. I actually thought of that this morning. But this bag, again, you can see kind of has a crease from where it's been lying around like this. Clearly, it's not had anything in it in a while. But again, it's very pliable, very soft. It even has the Chanel logo on the inside, on the side there. You can kind of see it down here. It's cool. Is it on the other side? Yes, it is. It's even on the other side. It's hard to... There it is. It's a very nice, very nice feeling bag. It's very soft. It's very soft. It smells like leather. I believe this is leather. If it's not, it's the best imitation I've ever seen. Oh, well, that's interesting. The zipper up here at the top has no zipper pull. So So I would have to add a zipper pull if I kept it. I'm just pushing it with my finger. It opens very easily. Now let's see. Oh. You know what's in here? I wasn't sure what that was at first. I thought maybe there was something wrong with the lining. See that white stuff in there? You know what that is? That is something that was supposed to come out when the bag was purchased, and they just, I guess they left it in there to make the bottom more stiff. I'm going to put it back in there. So the inside of this bag, you see we have sort of a short zipper. It doesn't go all the way across. It only comes to about there. The inside has this huge compartment, and the white is just the bottom. I just pushed it back down in there. The inside is suede. That is real suede. That's suede. So the inside has a black suede lining, a large compartment here on the inside, there, and then a smaller little one over here. Again, you could put pens or lipstick in there, and this is wide enough for a cell phone. No inner zippered compartment like in the middle, but we have a zippered compartment on the other side, and it has a little tab, a little leather tab that says Chanel Paris on it. That is, aside from the zipper pull that needs to be added, which could very easily be done, that's a really nice bag. I would tell you, that is that's very nice. If it is a knockoff, it's a very good one. And that's real leather and real suede. So this was another bag that I found. It is a little bit bigger than what I normally use, but I could use that. I could maybe use that. I don't know. Now this is the last handbag, and then I have a larger bag to show you. This one's cool too. This is a Prada bag here. And these handles are nice. One thing I like about these handles is that they are adjustable. See, it's like a belt buckle. You can adjust it a bit. You can't adjust it a lot, but you can make it a little bit longer or a little bit shorter. We have 3 selections here for the length of the handles. So the handles look like they're just kind of flattened out here, and then they are sewn together from here all the way around to here, like that. And of course, on both sides of the buckles, on both sides of the handle, you can adjust the little silver buckles, which is cool. Now, this part of the bag has a kind of like a rough texture and little spots, like little round polka dot things. The bottom has more of like an alligator look to it, but I think it's just leather with this piece threaded through there and little silver grommets. Now the bottom, this bag was $6.99 by the way, little price there. The bottom is kind of shiny. It's kind of a shiny look. It's pretty solid, pretty firm, and it has the little feet, which will make it stand up a little bit better. Boy, these stickers are really on there. And take them off. I do like the firm sides of this bag. I do think it would stand up very nicely. Very, very nicely. Yeah, and this is about the size of the purse that I'm using right now. So I know this size would work for me. This little thing there. Let's look at it does not have an outside pocket, so that's not good for me, but it's not like a deal breaker or anything. Now the inside of this bag is just like the inside of the other Prada bag. It's very dark in there. It's lined with this black nylon lining. And it again has just this little tab right here with nothing on it. the lining, let me see. It has a very interesting, now I'm not familiar with Prada. I have no Prada, so I don't know anything about it. The lining has an interesting pattern that you can really only see when it gets in the light. But it's the same as the other bag was. So it does have a zippered compartment on the inside, right? Just a small one. And then you have this large open compartment in there. And it's very clean. Yeah, it's totally, it's very clean looking on the inside. And it smells like leather. It just smells like leather. And then we have two little pockets here. Looks like they're about the same size. No, they're not. This one's a little bit bigger. So this one here, that's wide enough for a phone. And then you have a slightly smaller pocket right beside it. And they're just kind of sewn into the lining. This is just a basic bag. I mean, there's not really too much to say about it beyond that. There's a nice little strip sewn onto it there. And on this side. I like it. I really do. Now that I kind of look at it up close, I really like this bag too. I do wish it had a pocket on the outside, but I can always just use the little zippered pocket on the inside. I don't think it would kill me. So that's my last handbag. Now I do have one larger bag, and I'm definitely keeping this. It's heavy. Oof. Now, I don't know how I'm going to show you this one. It's massive. This is more like an overnight bag, and it's the perfect size. I've actually been looking for a bag this size. It's really good, like, if my kids and I want to go stay, like, say we want to go up to my dad's in Virginia and stay overnight, and I really just kind of need one bag to put pajamas and a change of clothes and toiletries in, and that's it. This bag would be perfect for that. So I just need one bag. We're not carrying tons of stuff up there. I just need one decent sized bag to put all of our stuff in. This one is perfect. I don't know how I'm going to do this. This is Coach, and again, I don't know if it's real or not, but you have handles here. These are nice, thick. Oh, they're messed up right there a little bit. Nice thick handles, and it does have a zippered compartment. So if I needed a giant purse, I could use it for that. And it has the C design on it. Well, it almost looks like a G, but I don't know. There's also a zippered compartment on this side here, and it looks like the zipper pull still has some paper on it where it hasn't been removed yet. Oh, there's a zippered compartment on both sides. It's heavy. This is a heavy bag. There's an open pocket on this side, and it has a little thing on it, but it doesn't say Coach. Honestly, I think this is a knockoff. I would fully believe this one's a knockoff. Wow. Here's the inside. It's really big. There's a zippered compartment on the inside too. It's gigantic. See, like what I do with our toothbrushes and stuff, I put them all in a big Ziploc bag. And toothbrushes, toothpaste, mouthwash, stuff like that. That would fit into this big zippered compartment right here. It's pretty deep. Kind of hard to see because the inside is so dark. But I don't believe this is actually Coach. I think it's because it doesn't actually say Coach on it anywhere. So I don't care. I'm really more interested in the size of the bag. Because see, you remember how their name was on everything? None of the zipper pulls say Coach. There are none of the little hanging doodly bobs that say Coach. Nice zipper. But yeah, if you look at the letter on here, It's so hard to see because the fabric is so dark. They look like little G's. They don't look like C's. It almost makes me think of Google for some reason. Yeah, I can't even show it to you. It looks like little G's, so it almost looks like they're trying to say Google. I don't know. But there's also a really long handle which I like, and it is adjustable. See? Feels like leather. I think this is a leather handle, and it has a pad on it here for your shoulder, which is nice. Now this bag was $14.99, so I shelled out the big bucks for this bag. But I have a discount card, so I got 10% off my entire purchase. This one has 5 feet. They are black plastic. There's one there, one there. There's one in the middle, which is nice, and then 2 down here. And again, it has the, I can't even get the light to catch it. It has the same pattern, the little, they're not even C's, they're like G's. It's my Google bag. I'm going to call it my Google bag because it makes me think of their logo. But it's the perfect size. I have been looking for a bag this size. It does feel very well made. If it is a knockoff, it's a good one. I think it's a good quality bag. We wouldn't have to use it that much, so it's not like it's going to get a lot of wear and tear. It's perfect for what I wanted it for. So there's my little, I'm pretty sure this one is a knockoff. I don't know about the other ones, but that is everything that I bought. I just went in there to look around and I came out with all of that. So anyway, thank you so much for coming to see all this and check out all these bags. And now I have to decide what I'm going to do with all of them. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again really soon.